Did you know that 90% of startups fail? With all the hypes around AI, this is just a harsh reality. It happened before and happens now, well, especially for many AI startups.
Among other things, who doesn't want to create something valuable and unique to the world around us?
So in this video, we're taking a look at some AI startups to uncover the real reasons behind their failures.
By the end of this video, I will share the lesson I've learned as well as how to increase the odds of success.
By the way, this is a 2-video series. For now, part 1 focuses on startups or aspire to transform our daily lives, while part 2 looks at those targeting to innovate our professional lives. Those sound pretty game-changing, don't they? Well, it's how almost all AI startups sound. Things were going well until they weren't. So let's see what exactly went wrong. Utrip is an AI-powered travel planning app that provides recommendations on things to see and do after collecting a few basic facts about a traveler. They're targeting users including regular travelers, but it's also exposed to a larger audience by providing a higher-end product called Utrip Pro. Well, it's not like an upgrade from iPad to iPad Pro, though. Utrip Pro is for hotels, agencies, and DMOs, also known as destination marketing organizations, including tourist boards, tourism authorities, or visitor bureaus. They gathered millions of traveler information in the first few years of launch. As a new startup founded in 2012, they secured a total of $6 million funding through 4 rounds. Investors including Accor Ventures, Temple Capital, and even executives from Apple and Costco. If you've been on an entrepreneurial venture before, you know that investors like to see growth before considering investing more money. If your company stops growing or even starts losing money, at some point they will consider withdrawing the investment. This is known as loss prevention. But in this particular scenario, there was simply no way for Utrip to show traction without spending more. What's interesting is that the founder himself admits they actually spend more on technology but less on sales and marketing. In this case, you would think the technology is solid, right? So nothing could go wrong. But no. You see, B2C travel companies like TripAdvisor and experience success is not just because they have lots of money. Their unfair advantage is the fact that they possess vast amounts of user data. The same fact goes for mega corporations such as Meta and Google. That being said, new B2C travel startups face this common challenge. AI-powered recommendation systems can fail due to a lack of user data. This problem hit Utrip pretty hard. Because of its business model, the more data users provided, the better Utrip's predictions were. But without enough data, Utrip struggled to make good suggestions. To make matters worse, this creates a vicious cycle. Without accurate recommendations, you can't gain traction. Without enough customers, you don't get ratings and reviews. In the end, the lack of user engagements makes it even harder to provide good recommendations. At one point, Utrip's recommendation became so off-target that it started suggesting ski resorts to people looking for beach vacations. This issue could have been easily fixed with better measures. The story doesn't end there. To get personalized recommendations, users must share personal information like where they live and where they've traveled before. Those could be serious privacy concerns if you think about it. If there's a data breach, anything could happen. All that sensitive data could end up in the wrong hands. This issue can trouble even tech giants like Meta and Google, so you know exactly what kind of damage it can do to those smaller startups. The more trust users place in these companies, the greater responsibilities they have. But let's get to that just in a second. Even if B2C travel startups like Utrip survive the early stage, scalability also becomes a whole new challenge. You see, as the system handles increasing data, fine-tuning AI and maintaining accuracy to the user's liking is tough enough as a challenge already. This is on top of what we just called out, all about data, privacy, security, and compliance concerns. And the founders of Utrip also admit they actually spend way more time and money on fine-tuning the technology Then other important aspects such as sales and marketing, which TripAdvisor and Expedia could easily outdo. But guess what? I actually think it's a valid idea, and this startup could be very successful, although with a few minor changes. In a parallel universe, they could do like a startup called Feature, founded in 2019. Feature is an AI-driven marketing engine. What they do is to help airlines create fares that travelers want to book. But how? Feature's AI offers something unique. It gives airlines like Virgin Atlantic, Royal Air Maroc, and Azul a full market picture. For users, it shows the best prices for each trip. For airlines, it optimizes fare structures to maximize revenue. That's a win-win. You see, what sets Feature apart is its practical approach. Unlike many startups that are trying to replace existing systems, Feature integrates smoothly with airlines' legacy technology. Feature has been doing this by partnering with airlines like Viva, Airbus, and WestJet, expanding its high-profile clients. They developed their large market model, LMM, but be careful, it's not LLM, large language model. This model serves as a generative pricing engine and a generative inventory engine. Two engines work seamlessly together to provide the best prices for travelers and to help airlines stay competitive. With tens of millions in annual sales and a cash-positive status, Feature has proven its business model works. Now, the company isn't just another startup with a cool idea. It's a well-funded player who could make a real impact in the airline industry. The future looks promising for Feature, and we'll see how far they can go. Well, it sure sounds like AI in transportation is the next gold mine. Imagine this. Every morning, an autonomous car arrives at your door, waiting to take you to work. No instructions, no steering, just you, your coffee, and a smooth ride. It's a vision Tesla has been aiming for self-driving technology. But the harsh truth? With more autopilot comes more autopilot errors. The road to fully autonomous vehicles has been anything but smooth, and some startups have faced their fair share of bumps and wrong turns. Take Cruise, for example, a rising star backed by GM General Motors. GM handed Cruise a $850 million lifeline to help test its robotaxis in Phoenix, Dallas, and Houston. Cruise even signed a partnership deal with Uber to launch its robotaxis on the Uber platform in 2025. But after a tragic incident in San Francisco where a pedestrian was hit by a Cruise vehicle, the company was forced to halt operations. In December 2024, GM, which acquired a self-driving car startup in 2016, announced they would no longer fund the company, ending a mission that hundreds of Cruise engineers had worked for years. Companies like Tesla are pushing forward, but questions remain. Are AI algorithms just not ready for real-world driving, or is regulation simply not keeping pace? The journey to full self-driving isn't without risks. So the question is, how much trust we can place in AI for driving right now? The San Francisco accident was a wake-up call. No matter how many improvements we've made by far, AI still struggles with some unexpected dangers, such as a pigeon on the road, and if it can happen to Cruise, it could happen to Tesla. It's a sign that today's AI can't fully keep roads safe just yet, leaving us with more questions than answers. Still, by 2025, there could be 8 million autonomous vehicles on the road. So, where are we on this journey right now? There are 6 levels for self-driving. Starting with level 0, most cars today are fully manual with drivers in control. At level 1, you get basic assistance with steering or acceleration. Think of cars like BMW and Mini Cooper with parking assistance. Then there's level 2, where cars like Tesla Autopilot can handle both steering and acceleration, though drivers still need to stay alert. At level 3, the car can manage everyday driving tasks, but eventual human intervention is still required. At level 4, vehicles like Waymo's taxis can drive themselves in specific areas with no human input. And level 5, that's a dream. Fully autonomous cars with no steering wheel or pedals. We're not officially there yet, but with Tesla's robotaxis and Robo-Van, we are getting a glimpse of our future. Are you skeptical about self-driving though? Obviously, Elon Musk isn't. Tesla's vision, no steering wheel, no pedals, fully autonomous, and the robotaxis could cost less than $30,000. But there's only one real issue though. Tesla has been promising full self-driving for nearly a decade, and we're still waiting. Elon Musk insists this time is different. Tesla has collected data from millions of drivers over the years, making their AI arguably smarter and safer even than human drivers. Can Tesla truly deliver a robotaxi fleet by 2027 though? Elon Musk even said you could run your own fleet and make a ton of cash when you are away on vacation. So here's the big question. Would you trust a driverless car? Or is Tesla just selling another dream? Remember the old days, like a generation of our parents? Romance was simpler then. They could just go to a bar and meet a nice one, or marry someone next to their parents' farm. But nowadays, we're all swiping our phones. And worst of all, AI has entered the scene in ways we never imagined. Before we talk about AI, let's back up a little. In 2012, like everyone on the app, we have questions. How many of them are married or in a committed relationship? How can they tell that never-endingness of fellas still can't find love? Apparently, the app did it on purpose. You see, Tinder was raised in 2012, and they quickly became popular. Their algorithm to pair those individuals up, it works well, and they made some significant profits. However, once the pair is found, Tinder also loses 2 loyal customers. So, what is a better way to do this? It would appear that instead of hurting each other all over again, there's a more effective way. Let's replace your partner with virtual human beings. I promise, I'm not talking about The Sims, right? Imagine customizing an AI companion tailored just for you, like in the movie Her, but with a twist. This time it comes with a fully interactive avatar. That's exactly the concept behind Replica, an AI companion that cares. When AI could spark such deep connections in people's lives, Replica became a game changer, creating emotional bonds through personalized conversations. Naturally, this led to a wave of similar apps popping up, including one called Soulmate. Soulmate, an AI-powered romantic partner app, gained popularity, fulfilling a void left by Replica's suspension of erotic roleplay for a shorter period of time. It offered deeply personalized AI interactions, attracting a small but loyal user base. However, advanced AI models come with hefty costs, and Soulmate struggled to maintain financial sustainability. Despite its innovative technology, the app also faced mounting operational challenges and strategic missteps. By September 2023, with only a few thousand active users, Soulmate's parent company, Evolve AI LLC, shut down, sending the app to simply AI companion. The new owner chose to discontinue the platform, leaving users devastated. For many, Soulmate was more than just an app. It was a source of emotional connection. Users expressed heartbreak on platforms like Reddit, mourning the loss of their AI companions. Some even sought solace in recreating their digital partner on other platforms. So some of them imagine they even get back to Replica. Soulmate's closure serves as a cautionary tale. Groundbreaking technology is more than innovation. It demands a sustainable business model. Without it, even the most emotional, impactful apps can't endure. So here's what I learned. Why do some AI startups fail while others succeed? And how do we increase the odds of success?
After all, building a company is not like a deliver a speech or appear in the news. Every day like an ultimate, it can be a simple process integrated into daily life, starting with some small effort, then gradually grow bigger.
Here's what I've learned about increasing the odds of success for AI startups. Lesson 1. Start small, scale gradually. Focus on users. Solving real-life problems that users care about is key. Take Dropbox. It started with a simple solution, reliable file storage, and keep costs low by using third-party infrastructure. As they grew, they reinvested profits into improving their core product and optimizing infrastructure. Similarly, Feature leveraged data to create a comprehensive market picture based on an existing business model that's already working, and then adding value to it, avoiding the pitfall Utrip, which rely on insufficient data. Everything needs to be created from scratch, leading to poor user experiences. Lesson 2. Invest in data management and security. Data is a golden ticket, but only if it's secure. Some companies don't take this seriously. Like Rabbit-L1 hard-coded API keys in their source code while calling AI models. It creates a huge security risk, and it lost trust for end users. Because of this, sustainable AI startups not only use data wisely, but ensures it's protected to build long-term customer relationships. Lesson 3. Build partnerships and collaborations. Strategic alliances can fast-track growth. For instance, Feature partner with airlines, getting trust and avoiding early-stage risks. Collaborations like this build credibility and drive brand visibility as well. Lesson 4. Maintain balanced spending. Reckless spending can doom a startup. Utrip overspend on technology while neglecting marketing, while Feature balance investment across areas, achieving scalable growth. Success isn't just about innovative ideas, it's about execution, sustainability, and a user-first mindset. After all, who doesn't want to create something unique and valuable for other people? If you have been a tech professional your whole life and haven't thought about starting your own business yet, what do you think are the reasons behind these tech failures? Comment down below. Why don't you stay with that for more? I will see you in the next one.